Hello, everybody. Diana Smith coming at you mad as a wet hen. We've all heard opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. Yeah, well, I'm going to share my thoughts on that. So grab yourself a cup of coffee and I'll meet you back here. Alrighty. With today's climate in the world, politically, coronavirus-y, rioty, looting, shootings, all the stuff going on, everybody's got opinions, which is fantastic. Fantastic. I am open to everybody's opinion. Where I have a problem is when people try to change your mind to their opinion. That's bullshit. I'll listen to everybody's opinion and I'll chime in with my opinion. Maybe, on social media, today is what got me riled, so I'm gonna share it with you. So on social media today, somebody puts a post. Somebody else has an opinion that disagrees. I have some points that I'd like to chime in. Not that I'm trying to change anybody's mind, but maybe see it from a different perspective. So I put a little blurb. Well, it went back and forth a little bit, and then it turned shitty. And I could tell that the conversation was getting argumentative and bitchy on her part, because my feelings weren't hurt. I wasn't trying to change her mind, but I could tell she was. So I said, hey, how about we just agree to disagree? Well, that wasn't good enough. She wanted to proceed to argue a few more times. And I said, hey, this way of bantering back and forth is not accomplishing anything. I'm not trying to change your mind, and you're certainly not going to change my mind, so let's just agree to disagree. So her response was, ignorance is bliss. Because my opinion was different than hers, I must be ignorant. Not only was I told ignorance is bliss, but she is surprised at my opinion because I preach compassion. One, I didn't know that I preached compassion, but I definitely know I preach accountability. And so my take on what she was talking about was accountability, and hers wasn't the same as mine, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I wasn't trying to change her mind, just saying what I thought. I just wanted to end the conversation. The thought that she had entered a conversation and a difference of opinion, she must have entered that conversation thinking she was going to change my mind. So we weren't just voicing our thoughts on a certain subject. She actually must have thought she was going to change my mind, because that she didn't change my mind, all of a sudden I'm ignorant. If we could all just realize that everybody's going to have a different opinion, and that's okay. And you can enter conversations and debates without expecting somebody to change their mind. I mean, come on, let's be adults about this. I didn't chime in my 2 cents to try to really change your mind. Just maybe there's another perspective. I'm open to hearing other people's perspectives. It's kind of like religion. We all have the same information. We're reading from the same Bible. People are interpreting it differently. So when somebody says ignorance is bliss, I'm not ignorant. I have the same information you have. I just have a different perspective, a different way to look at it. So it just seems that there would be so much less conflict and a whole bunch more joy if people would realize we're all going to have different opinions. Where somebody's opinion really affects me is when it really affects me. If somebody is doing something illegal or harmful or things like that. But for crying out loud, if you're on social media and everybody's kind of chiming in their opinions, don't get on there expecting to change somebody's mind. You'll be a whole lot happier at the end of it. Everybody's opinion is welcome. Everybody's opinion is welcome on my YouTube channel. Everybody's opinion is welcome on my social media. But of course, the opinion you're going to prominently get is mine. This is my channel. This is my platform. My social media is mine. It's my platform. So If you don't like me, don't follow me. But calling names or getting shitty because someone has a different opinion than you, it's childish. Go into a conversation thinking that you just might learn something. And that's more where I come from, is I will say my opinion, but I'm opening to listening to their opinion because they might have thought of things differently. I was watching a video, a woman talking about racism, and she was talking about it from her personal perspective, And it was a perspective I'd never thought of before. So I listened to all of it and I learned a few things and I look at things a little differently. So being open-minded will make you a lot happier instead of alienating everybody that doesn't think like you. Come on. It's just, life's too short for that. Listen to what everybody's got to say and make up your own mind. Don't be swayed this way because someone said this and then swayed this way. The way I look at it is everybody's opinion really is none of my business, especially if it has to do with me. Your opinion of me is none of my business. I've said that before in this video, and I'm sure as hell going to say it again. So I don't think people should keep their opinions to themselves, but I don't think that it should come across derogatory, rude, hurtful, name calling, looting, robbery, shootings, all that stuff. Just voice your opinion as a fucking adult and deal with it. But don't enter a conversation trying to change somebody's mind. Just be open to listening to what they have to say. You'd be amazed how much more peaceful your life will be. My dad used to always tell me, my family calls me Susie as a nickname. He used to always say, Susie, as long as you know you're right, it doesn't make a difference if you convince everybody else of it. And I always think that, in my opinion, my ideas are right. Obviously, they're my opinions. But I'm always open to hearing other people's, but I'm not going to call you names because you don't believe like I believe. And I just think that in order for all of us to get along, the mesh and meld and choreography of everybody's opinions and ideas in the world and all that, that's what makes the world go round. Be more open-minded to everybody's ideas. You might learn something. It doesn't mean you're going to change your mind. And don't enter a conversation trying to change somebody's mind, and you'll come out of that conversation a whole lot happier. Trust me, it's a lot more peaceful. So know yourself, know your own beliefs, know your own opinions, and don't fault somebody else for not thinking like you do. It's what makes the world go round. Let's just all try to get along a little bit. It's so much more peaceful. And with that being said, stay safe, stay healthy, stay surrounded by loved ones, stay open-minded. Before you leave this channel, would you do me a huge favor and right down here, click that subscribe button. Just click it. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, just move on. Just teasing you. If you didn't like it, give me a thumbs down. I don't care. But I would love a subscribe, and YouTube loves if I get the subscribe. So please, please, please hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to see you next week.